Oh, I think I found it. We just turn the audio down a little bit, and then, yeah, we'll update the stream title to Crystal Clear, and we'll get right into it.
I remember you posted a picture on Discord not long ago about something odd you encountered in this hack.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna show you really shortly, but it's basically awesome. So,
okay. Sounds good.
Alright, where is the... have to adjust the audio. Where did it go? There it is. Alright, Visual Boy Advance, turn you down. And then let's get you guys screens so that you can actually see what's going on. Visual Boy Advance. And then last but not least, oh, Suzuki, you're gonna spoil it. Alright.
Should I not read the comments?
Maybe not. What do I classify this? Pokemon Crystal?
My practice of never reading Twitch chat is finally coming in handy.
That very conscious practice.
So yeah, ShockSlayer.com. This was made by ShockSlayer. This essentially turns Pokemon into an open world game. And as somebody who's only ever played Pokemon Yellow and Pokemon Go, this has been an interesting game to play on my phone. So I've been playing it on my phone with an emulator from the Android app market, and it's just been a fun experience so far. Also, Mega Man music on the title screen. Is my controls not set up? I need to set up my controls! Yeah, it's totally set to keyboard controls right now. Up, down, left, right. A, B, L, R. Start, select, fast forward. And that's all I'm gonna set, because Capture GS, I don't care about those. So, because I took the save file from my phone to here, it's gonna say, oh hey, the clock is totally ruined, so we should set the time. So now, if we want to, we could say it's the afternoon or evening or morning. Well, technically, if we want to, you know, be proper, it's currently 8:49 where I live, so... Clock has been reset. Oh, I literally saved as I got Dratini. Okay, that's right. So, should we give a nickname to Dratini? I don't even know what I want to name the Dratini. I'm like, oh, this is where my save is. So this is actually, I must have a save state on my phone because I beat Whitney on my phone, and then I must have forgotten to actually make a hard save and made a save state instead. Okay then, so, let's exit the building because this place has really annoying music. And look at our Pokemon a little bit, just to give you an idea what we got going on here. We got the Dratini that we just picked up, and a couple other Pokemon, including the amazing Raichu that knows Fly and Surf, because why not?
Oh yeah!
This Raichu knows Fly. I don't know why I can teach it Fly, but I can. So...
Probably because of surfing Pikachu and flying Pikachu distributions and whatnot.
Because in this hack, there's a couple of people here. Oh gosh, wild Pokemon. A couple of the people who are like, hey, I can teach your Pokemon special moves. And it's like, okay, that's cool. That isn't really what's all too interesting. There is like when I got the TM for Fly finally, it was like, oh, I plan on teaching it to Skarmory, but wait, Raichu can learn Fly? I had to post a picture of it on Discord when I saw that, so...
Yeah, that's definitely what I saw.
I'm not entirely sure, Darth Mohawk. Alright, let's get out of here because, wow, that is just annoying music in that area. So, oh, you first.
No, you go ahead, sorry.
So, Crystal Clear makes a lot of quality of life things. One of the things you may have noticed if you've ever played Crystal is like, oh, look, the music is different. That's because the game contains a lot of music tracks, and you can customize it. Not the bike, though. Option music. So you can change the game music. I actually have the wild Pokemon set to Pokemon Go's theme, but you can set it to a lot of different themes here, including the original, or, Johto, or later games. They're recreations of later games' Pokemon themes.
That's cool. So where's the Mega Man option? Oh, virus busting. Oh man, so that's definitely probably like Mega Man Battle Network.
Yes, it is.
I can't really listen to you and the stream at the same time. I can't really hear them.
But yeah, total customization of the music, which is just kind of cool. And yeah, there's recreations of later Pokemon games, including literally Pokemon Go in here. I'll just edit to that, which is cool. So another thing, once I stop getting on the bike, because I'm not used to that. Once you do get a Pokemon that learns fly, which in my case is this Raichu, you can fly anywhere. It doesn't matter if you visited the city or not. You can fly anywhere, Kanto and Johto.
So basically, it's like, go do whatever you want, but at the end of the day, you have to get the 8 badges and then go to the Pokemon League?
Pretty much. In this case, it's actually, 16 gyms, because, it's Kanto and Johto. You can go to the Elite Four after getting 8 badges, but it's really recommended to get all 16 so that your Pokemon can level up. If I take a look...
I like that Raichu has his own sprite. Like, they normally just use one sprite for the swimming Pokemon and one for the flying and so forth. It's funny that he has his own sprite for that.
Huh.
So, in my case, since I'm way more familiar with Kanto, playing Pokemon level, I actually just stayed in Kanto exclusively for until I got all the gym badges there. And I've barely done anything in Johto because I've actually never played a Gen 2 game, so, like, the Johto map is totally alien to me, to be completely honest. So, it's been a learning experience, but I'm not entirely sure how you're normally supposed to progress through it at all. So,
So how does the leveling curve work for like the gyms? Do they scale to how far you played in, or what?
That they do. Let me quick go smack this Poliwag for bothering me, and I could go to a gym to quick show you.
Are wild Pokemon similar then? Because if you can fly anywhere, you could accidentally end up flying to somewhere where you just get destroyed? Or does the wild Pokemon level up depending on your party?
I have a story to tell on that. So basically, I determined it was one of my coworkers at work who originally got me into playing this, and I'm like, okay, I'll make Pikachu my starter. That's this Raichu, actually. Cool. And I'm like, well, I'm not sure, what is advanced Pokemon team building stuff, but let's just go with Pokemon that I like from Pokemon Go. And I'm like, I want Skarmory. And I was told, you get Skarmory in, where is it, Fuchsia City in the Safari Zone. So I'm like, okay, cool. And since this is an open world game, I can go right to the Safari Zone. Well, here I am with basically my level 12 at the time Pikachu. Nothing but the Pikachu. I haven't gotten anything else going into the Safari Zone. Thank you for the subscription, God of Tacos. And the Safari Zone works a little different, and all of a sudden I'm surrounded by a lot of really tough Pokemon. But the Safari Zone is pretty cool because it's pretty much just, you can explore it, you no longer have to throw rocks or dumb stuff like that, you can actually catch the Pokemon. But the Pokemon levels are based on the area, so like you could have your starter or whatever you pick, and it will potentially get creamed by wild Pokemon if you're not careful. So here I am, in the Safari Zone, and all of a sudden I run into Pokemon way higher leveled than my Pikachu at the time. I basically had to pray that I caught a Skarmory, which I did first try. So it was like, oh, so I have a level 12 Pikachu and now a level 21 Skarmory. That's very balanced. That was the story behind my second Pokemon catch from Crystal Clear, and then I got the heck out of the Safari Zone, because a lot of the wild Pokemon could probably just cream my poor Pikachu at the time, so... I've already explored the Safari Zone quite a bit, but I don't think I explored it when I had Surf, so now I can surf around a whole bunch if I want to.
If I'm remembering correctly, and, I mean, it's been a while, but I think I am, I don't think that Gen 2 had Safari Zone. I think it was taken out. Either the safe space or for some reason, so it's kind of interesting that they added it back in.
Yeah, there was no Safari Zone in Gen 2.
I did not know that. So I guess to expand on that, basically the Kanto region, which as I understand it was a thing in Gen 2, was made for real. So for example, I was told by my friend that the forest, Viridian Forest, I believe, right outside of Pewter City, used to just be some dinky forest tiles, and now it's actually an area in this game, so...
Yeah, it was definitely kind of like Kanto Light, which was it was still really cool at the time, being able to do that, but yeah, it definitely wasn't full of all the features that the original game had. So that's really neat that they did that.
So I could just bum around in the Safari Zone a whole bunch, but honestly, I'm not even sure what I would do here, because I did explore this place pretty extensively, and unless I missed something, I think I'm not going to find too much else. But to answer your question, Higsby, you could run into higher level Pokemon just out of the blue, and if you get lucky, try to catch one, but also you might get destroyed. So, also, why did I learn Haze when it just removes status ailments? Alright, I'm just going to destroy this thing with Blizzard. But yeah, let's get our butts to a gym so I could show that mechanic. So, to answer that, Jadaster, the gyms scale based on how many you've beaten, which means you can literally go to any of the 16 gyms in the game. Yes, I want to leave. And they will be scaled to your initial level. So, as a result as well, they'd also scale up. So, a great story here is that if you want to do Brock first and deal with the rock types, you can do that. If you want to save Brock for last, he's gonna come running at you with 6 fully powered up Rock-type Pokemon, so... to go into a gym and refight it, you just have to talk to one of the statues. So in this case, this is the Fuchsia City Pokemon Gym, the challenge one, which I actually, canceled the current re-challenge. Apparently I did a re-challenge somewhere else. Since I've already beaten this gym, I can re-challenge the gym, and I get to actually choose what level I want it at. So I could put it at level 1, and move it all the way up. I can actually set it to 16 if I want to, even though I've only done, at this point, 9 gyms. So, you can make it as unchallenging or challenging as you want, and this is really useful for training up Pokemon. As a result, you no longer have to, futz around in, grassy areas or whatnot to train up Pokemon. You actually can train them up in gyms, so... Anyway, I'm gonna open up the Pokemon storage system. Well, not withdraw deposit, because I have this Poliwag, which I literally have just for Whirlwind, which I needed in that one area, and this Dratini, which I really don't feel like leveling up. And I could withdraw the other Pokemon I've been training up here. There we go. Mystical Fable, and there should also be a Gengar in here. There he is.
So are there legendary dogs roaming around, or how do legendaries work in this game?
I can answer that at least with the legendary birds, is that they are in their respective places in Kanto. You just have to get to them, which can be difficult because the wild Pokemon near them are all really high leveled. So, but they can all be caught. I'm not sure about the Gen 2 legendaries, to be completely honest. There's probably an event I have to do to release them that I just haven't done yet, so... I actually don't know. This is a detail that I am not sure about. I am kind of used to having the fast forward button now. Did I set it? Yes, I did set fast forward. Okay. Guess what happens when you play an old Game Boy game that really wasn't meant for fast forward. Anyway, well, I go ahead and go to my Pokemon since. Yeah, my save on my phone is further ahead, but I must have saved with the save state, so what I'll do is I'll go over to Goldenrod, and we'll go ahead and take on the gym, which is the infamous gym, after all, and I love the sign outside of it. This has to be custom text. Where is it again? It's up here. Here we go. So this is Whitney's gym. The incredibly strong Miltank is what it says on the sign. Now, I've never played a Gen 2 game, but I've heard stories about the Miltank, so I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, gym number 3 is pretty infamous for being kind of tough.
So yeah, if you wanted to take on this gym first, you can. If you want to take it on last, you can, so... Which is okay, this is normal type Pokemon. I don't have any fighters, so it's just a matter of winning battles straight.
Do their, not party. Well, I mean, kind of. Like, do the Pokemon that they have changed based on when you fight them? Or like, I think Whitney always had, 2 Pokemon. So even if you fight her last, will she still have 2?
She'll have 6. They do, the number of Pokemon that they have does increase, so...
Interesting.
As I mentioned, if you save Brock till last, they'll come at you full swinging 6, really highly leveled Rock-type Pokemon. So,
Huh.
yeah, that surf just knocked out that furry. Hey, good evening, Kiritor. Hopefully you're doing well tonight. We finished up Yoshi Must Die so quickly that I figured I ought to show our audience crystal clear a little bit. And my experience with it so far. And this furry swipe got 4 times in. Okay. Yankee gal. Miltank is a Gen 2 Pokemon, and I'm pretty confident all Pokemon games let you trade, you know, Pokemon. So if you want to have a Miltank, you just have to trade yourself one in the current game. There might be some shenanigans involved in trading it up, but that's what you're gonna have to do. So. I'm gonna use Blizzard here. I think I was a little slightly higher level 2 when I originally took on this gym, so. Will Surf do enough damage? Let's find out. Not having type advantage is kind of working against me at the moment, so... Hooray! We gained a level! Yeah, I must have my start and select buttons mapped wrong, because I keep trying to press start, and then Oak tells me now's not the time to use that, because on my start button mapped to the bike, which... I'm about to say, there's a run button in this ROM hack, so, like, you technically really don't need the bike, but, I mean, who doesn't want to ride the bike?
Yeah, the run button was definitely a very nice feature added in Gen 3.
So it's like...
Yeah, I definitely never really used the bike too much after that was added. It was just so much more convenient to press B than have to jump on a bike and jump off a bike.
So yeah, that's the
You
bike.
literally have to hit the select button to turn on the bike in Gen 3 and onward.
It's true, but there's just something about it that the bike doesn't feel as, like, good as just running. I think like you're always running into the walls and stuff.
And this is the run button.
I like having both options, personally.
But the select button, I mean, maybe in later gens there was just a button for the bike, but I mean, you could also put your select button to other things too, like the rods and stuff.
Yeah,
so I prefer to not have it to the bike.
I think Gen 5 or 6 introduced being able to map multiple things to select and still have the run button. So that was super nice.
Oh yeah!
Kiritora, thanks for the subscription. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. Anyway, yeah, this Raichu just straight nose fly and surf, which is useful. Although it gets the Persian, which I know has a lot of speed. Even that outspeeds the Raichu, because one thing about this Raichu, it is definitely a glass cannon, which is kind of to be expected of a Pikachu/Raichu. They're glass cannons, but I've really noticed it playing through crystal clear now, so... Oh, I see, Snow Golem. Thank you for gifting Kiritora the subscription. Okay. And this trainer, I guess, just has Persians. It's worth pointing out the gym skill, which includes, of course, all the outside trainers outside the gym leaders. So that's why this trainer has level 45 Persians that outspeed my Raichu right now. So. And so far, this really isn't too terribly interesting. It's just a matter of me using attacks until the enemy dies. So. There we go. And once again, I pressed start, and my start and select button must be swapped because Oak's like, no, it's not the time to use that.
How do stores work? Because, I mean, normally in Pokemon games, it's, as you go on, the stores, they get better.
I can explain that. So, different stores do carry different items, but their item pool changes based on the number of badges you have. So, Basically, if you are just starting the game, it's only going to have the basic items because you don't have any badges. But as you get more badges, basically it says, oh hey, you're a trainer who now has 2 badges, so now I will sell you more things.
That makes sense. That's a good way to do it.
So to answer that question, Kiritora, Twitch, you can subscribe to people, which costs actually legit money, FYI. So, and I'm about to say you were gifted a subscription with Snow Golem Kirby. So the subscription lets you use emotes, which is cool. And I'm about to say you have my emote, which is the little Ori guy giving the thumbs up. Oh, hello!
Okay.
You're here!
Yeah, what's my history with Pokemon? I've played Pokemon since Red and Blue.
You've probably played a lot more Pokemon than me.
I played a lot more Pokemon than you.
Okay.
So, Crystal Clear is super exciting to me.
Okay, hopefully you've been enjoying it.
Yeah, I've been kind of busy though, so I have to get back to it, but it is really fun, and I think a part of the excitement about it is there's not much information about it, so you can't just look up, okay, I need to find this. You can't just look it up, you gotta actually go in the game and play it, which is great. It feels like it's the 90s again.
How recent is it?
It was released earlier this year.
I don't know if it was earlier. Wasn't it like a couple months ago?
Sounds right.
And then the guy had to kind of go in hiding because it got way more popular than he anticipated.
And Nintendo is coming at him with the axe or something?
No, he wanted to avoid that situation.
Yeah, because you know Nintendo. No fun allowed. I mean, not just Nintendo. A lot of video game companies are unfortunate.
Oh, well, Nintendo is pretty much like that, so... I mean, it's safe for him to assume that something might have happened, so for him to lay low for now is probably a good idea.
It's funny, because they don't really touch, like, Mario projects very much. Like, you don't see any problems with Mario World hacking and stuff like that, but it seems like Pokemon...
I know.
To touch on when people touch Pokemon.
Hey, it got me to play Pokemon again, other than Pokemon Go, which, just as an FYI, JD Esther, thanks for the heads up on the friendship increases, because I almost never pay attention to those, and I got a buttload of extra experience since he told me to pop a lucky egg.
Oh, just in case I forgot, thanks for the sub. I just want to make sure that you know that. Thanks a lot. We'll figure out how to use it.
I like how this trader just has 3 Wigglytuffs, and you would think after using the first Wigglytuff it fainted, the second Wigglytuff it fainted, that maybe you don't have much other chance.
I mean, that doesn't stop Mr. Appears Once a Game Magikarp Raider from having 6 Magikarp he throws at you.
Well, let's go heal up, and then yeah, we can try to take on Whitney, which shouldn't be too much of a problem with our current Pokemon set. Granted, it would be nice to have a fighting type, but I don't. So.
You have a Pupitar, though. That's a plus.
I do. My team selection was mainly based on Pokemon that I liked from Pokemon Go, so that's kind of how I ended up with this team. Also, me pressing select again when I meant to press start. So that's why I picked up a Skarmory, and I also picked up a Vaporeon, because Pokemon Go Vaporeon's really good. So, and also Clefable and Gengar, because I actually didn't know how to finish off the team, and I know those Pokemon are good. So.
I have a perfect Vaporeon in Pokemon Go, yeah!
I have one and rarely get to use it. Also, Gen 4 just released for Pokemon Go, or at least the first bit of Gen 4 did, and they went and made my favorite Pokemon a regional. So...
no way.
What? So, no, did they just release it? Because I'm
literally
so
today.
mad.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Higsby, I don't suppose you're far enough up to
I've been too
be able to
busy
get
to even
Pachirisu
notice.
where you are.
Where is it?
I think it's north of the 50th parallel?
Huh. No. Toronto is like
Yeah,
more
no,
south
okay.
than some US
Yeah, I was gonna
places.
say, I'm pretty sure most of the populated areas of Canada are south of that.
Yeah.
So to show you here, Whitney
prices
has
up
5
there. There's
Pokemon.
No reason to go there.
Oh my gosh, there's a Starly in front of my house. You guys were not kidding.
Oh boy, critical hit. I'm about to say using the Skarmory as a tank. Do I even have any Confuse heals? I don't think I do. I suppose I have a full restore. I can use that if I'm desperate, so...
Man, I
don't got
should have
anything.
waited to pop a lucky egg and caught a Starly another day, so I could get all that extra experience just catching new stuff.
There's really not a lot of stuff out at the moment.
Well, see, that's the thing. Gen 4 doesn't add too much.
But they're also
It adds-
rolling it out in waves. There's only like 20 things you can get right now, including all evolution.
Yeah, and it doesn't help, though, that most of Gen 4 is more evolutions, and it's a ton of legendaries.
Yep, like 14.
There's a lot. I can't remember the number, but there is a lot. Way too many.
Well, how about that thing that recently came out, that Meltam?
Meltan?
Yeah, like, why is that legendary?
Well, it's technically a mythical, but I don't know. I just don't really like it.
mean,
I
any
think some
exclusive-
people are just like, oh my gosh, it's so cute, and it's just like a metal ditto with a nut. Honestly.
Yeah. Like, what's so mythical about that?
I don't know. I don't know.
I can get some glue and you'll make you one right now.
Maybe it's gonna be great in the Switch Pokemon game. I don't know, but I'm not a big fan of that design.
Mhm.
This is becoming a huge stall fest at the moment, so... Yeah. Oh hey, I just got a critical hit. Good. Good.
Yeah, I have a lot of favorite Pokemon, but they span different generations. One of my favorite Generation 4 Pokemon has to be the, what do you call it? The Shinx line?
Yeah.
Luxray? I love Luxray. It's one of my most favorite Pokemon. Yeah, Leafeon's pretty cute. I don't know. It's hard for me to say which Eon is my favorite, I guess. I mean, I like Espeon, I like Umbreon. I like Umbreon a lot, but the unfortunate part is Umbreon doesn't learn Crunch. I mean, it's still a decent Pokemon. It's really just meant to be more of a tank, but I just wish it was a little better. I like Shiny Glaceon. Shiny Glaceon is like the white on the whole body with the lighter accents. I think that's really nice.
I've got a fair number of shiny Eevees I got from the Eevee event that I'm currently holding on to for until the new Eeveelutions come out.
Yeah,
so.
I'm doing the same thing. I also waited to use my what is that, Tamao and Sakura for this, because I knew one day that there was going to be a shiny Eevee event, so I'm like, yep, just gonna wait for that.
I'm about to say this Taros actually knows Earthquake, so probably best to swap out Pokeball at the moment. Let's switch over to Clefable.
Sylveon with Pixelate is great. Because what Pixelate does is it turns normal moves into fairy moves, and that just makes Sylveon even better.
Oh jeez, that didn't knock this Tauros dizzy. Darn it, there went that strategy. Yeah, I'm gonna use a potion. Man, that Thrash does a lot of damage, though. Oh, that did confuse the Tauros? Like, okay, I thought I didn't get him confused. Alright. Well, I guess it worked out then. More dizzy punching! There we go. There we go, here comes out the Miltank, and I'm gonna use the exact same strategy I used when I was playing on my phone. Because I'm like, this Miltank is infamous. You wanna know what we must do?
What?
We must bring out Gengar, and just use Curse. Good luck stalling when you're gonna lose a bunch of HP over time. Cursed Cow. And then we're just gonna throw out Skarmory and have Skarmory basically tank this out till the Miltank gets cursed to death. Let's see how well it works, because I definitely had a couple more levels when I did this on my phone, but... Super Mario Bro, have a good evening! You're watching Milesluigi curse Whitney's Miltank because I can. Oh jeez, that little sliver of health, it's probably gonna use... Oh no, it used Rollout. I'm about to say, it has a healing move, and it totally didn't use it. Cursed to death.
Well, that's how you deal with this Miltank. Status effects.
Oh, this Stantler's probably gonna have some stupid move. Let's find out. Oh, I still got a full team here, Whitney. I'm actually not sure, Lolly. This is one question I'll elect to everyone else in the call, because I don't know if you start Rollout that you continue using Rollout, but I definitely remember Whitney's Miltank using the healing move at some point. I could be wrong, though.
I believe that they're right. It's 5 turns forced.
Yeah, rollout is forced unless you miss, I think.
It did get changed though, so yeah.
Oh boy, my Skarmory might not be able to just tank this out with it being fast asleep, even eating the leftovers. It might just end up fainting here. Let's find out here. This move's not missing. I'm pretty confident the Skarmory's out. And even though it's not very effective, that's okay. He did his job. Let's throw out Raichu. Also, yes, Stantler was Psychic, yes. Also, yikes, 16 times normal damage. Suicide move to try to take out one more Pokemon, and there we go. We've defeated Whitney.
Yay! Now commence the crying.
Commence crying, and yeah, she'll cry whether or not you take her on first or save her for the end, so I suppose if you want to see a real devilish Miltank, I guess you could save her till the 16th and you could make her the last gym leader.
Why would you ever do that?
Doesn't sound like such a good idea.
You probably have to deal with like a level 70 Miltank, I'm just gonna guess. There we go. So yeah, that shows off a gym. And let's go ahead and run out if you're in quick show off that now that we've beaten the gym, we could re-challenge it at any level. So, like, if we wanted to train up another Pokemon, like, let's just say we had a fighting type that could demolish the gym. Oh, we have to leave the gym. Or it counts the other re-challenge, that's right. Here we go. So yeah, we could change the set.
Yep, that's what I like about this game. You can go back and re-challenge all the sets if you want to.
Oh, and it's so convenient. Not only does it earn you money, so you actually have a means of earning money. You can't lock yourself out, like some famous videos on YouTube show that you could do. You can also, what was I gonna say? Choose the level. So if you want at level 1 to train up some new Pokemon, it's perfect. And then you can just gradually increase the level for until your Pokemon are properly leveled up. I will say, Misty comes out at you with surprise, because even if you fight her at level 1, she has a Lapras, and that Lapras, like, I went into battle with Misty first off, like, with a little bit of hubris. It was still me and just my Pikachu, and that Lapras just creamed my Pikachu, and I'm like, oh, I need to try this gym again. I was not expecting that, so...
That's interesting. I didn't start in Kanto, though. I started in Johto. I think it's harder to start in Kanto than it is in Johto and Crystal
Really?
Clear.
I didn't have any challenge with it, so...
I mean, I'm not saying that it's harder, I'm just saying that it's a bit higher up on the difficulty scale.
Okay. Yeah, no, I started in Kanto because, like, I kind of recognize the area, even though the last time I played Pokemon was Yellow, probably 20 years ago from now, so... And yet, it was still decently kind of familiar, so...
Yeah, I think, didn't you only have Yellow for a while, too?
Yes! As I mentioned, Yellow was the last Pokemon game I played before Pokemon Go, so... It was the one Pokemon game I knew. Ooh, that reminds me that I need to quick go back to Viridian City for checking out something. But the wild trainers, they're all, you know, active because it's an open world game, but their level also goes up based on how many gyms you've beaten. So, what that means is Trainer Joy on Route 1, and this is what my friend at work is doing, he's saving them until he's beaten all the gyms so that he comes out with like 6 Raticates. Which he will, apparently, from what I've been told. So... You fight Trainer Joy! He has, like, a ton of level 50 Raticates. He's been training.
Is there a way to refight people who you've already beaten? Like, is there a phone in this game, like in the original Gold, Silver, Crystal?
Yes! Yes, there is.
Oh, excuse me. Yes.
And people will still annoy you, so... yes, Lolly, this ROM hack does have custom music, and you get to control it, actually, so...
Yeah, I'm a loser and I like to keep the original music, but the other mixes are pretty good, so I'd highly recommend messing around with them. I just like Gen 2 too much.
Did you prefer the original or the Heart Gold Soul Silver remakes?
I still like the original, but I still like the Heart Gold Soul Silver remix. They're actually pretty good.
Yeah, I got gold on the 3DS. Gold or silver, I forget which. I have not gotten around to playing it. But Heart Gold's one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's a great remake. Probably one of their best remakes that they've ever done.
You're saying I should probably pick it up if I actually want to play Gen 2 and understand where I'm supposed to be going first and second and third, and how I'm normally supposed to go through it.
You don't have to do that, because it's kind of hard to find Heart Gold and Soul
Yeah,
Silver
Heart Gold
now.
is expensive.
Oh dear, I didn't realize that that'd be a thing.
Yeah, without the Pokewalker, isn't it around $40 to $50?
Yeah, thereabouts, at least when I got it.
Flashcard.
And yeah, I got one of those. But if you get it with the Pokewalker, it's around 60 to 70.
Oh man.
I have a couple Pokewalkers lying around, and Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Actually, I have a Japanese version of Soul Silver sitting on my shelf with the Japanese Pokewalker. Just sitting there looking pretty in the box.
Oh, I think this is a tunnel. Or is this actually to the port? I forgot. I think this is to the port. I wanted to run back here, because I haven't been here for a long time, and this is just one of those funny things that Crystal Clear did. So this is the port that normally goes onto the SSN, and if we surf on the water, there's something kind of funny over to the right here. Also, see you later, Super Mario and Bo.
Bye.
It's a truck! Wonder what it's doing out here.
Oh, I never tried doing this. Why?
Was the Pokédex just updated? Well, I didn't expect that. Maybe I need to look at my Pokédex.
Do you have strength? Yeah, there you go.
Yes, I do have strength. It's on the Clefable, so I have a Clefable that literally throws boulders. It's kind of funny.
Oh, I see.
So, pushing it, you update the... What did you do?
It says the Pokédex was updated. Oh, Pokédex is literally the first option.
Yeah.
I was half...
No.
I was half expecting that it was going to be the urban legend and we would run into Mew, so... Let's see if Mew's at least in the Pokédex.
Is there a faster way to scroll?
Probably pressing right instead of down.
Oh, you're right. Pressing right.
I was about to say hit R, and then I went, wait. GBC game.
So, it does actually add Mew to the Pokédex, but I guess you don't actually encounter it. I thought you would end up encountering it, but maybe not.
Maybe he's like a wild encounter now.
Everyone knows you encounter Mew by underflowing your experience, using Growl 6 times in a fight, then warping with the Trainer Fly glitch and fighting a Slowpoke or something like that.
Oh, I gotta come back here on a Sunday to go onto the fast ship.
Or you could just manipulate time.
Or I could just manipulate time. And the thing is, I'm normally playing this on my phone, and it ties to the time on my phone, so it's like I have to update time on my phone, and I'm sure there's probably an option in the emulator to not tie it to my phone's time, so... Well, that
Mess
dude
with the
is
time,
rude.
and you can never play the Happy Lucky Lottery again. I recently saw that video that explained how it actually works and how you have to wait like literally a year, and then there's like a very specific kind of window in which you can win it. It's such a weird system.
Who knows why they did it that way? I guess because they thought, like, they didn't want to make you have to buy, like, 10,000 tickets to win the grand prize.
But like every time you buy a ticket, the clock resets. Plus,
that,
I mean,
that
you're probably
makes no
not going
sense
to be
at all.
playing-
It's like, why even let you do that?
And like, you're probably not going to be playing the 1,000-Year Door like on that same save file a year after you get your first ticket. Like, it's just really, really weird.
Hello, everyone.
Bachin, good evening. Well, this is
I
not a
wanna
good
ask-
matchup.
I want to ask a question.
Sure.
Because I know after you stream on Twitch that it can be turned into a video. Would
Yeah?
there be any problem with me? Because I'm gonna stream myself. Is there any problem with me posting the video link into the streams and IPs?
Go for it. That is intended for both online streams and Let's Play updates that, people who are interested in Milesluigi do. I got the idea from Proton John's own Discord where he does that, and I'm like, that's kinda cool. Lets people see what other people are doing. And, you know, people who are trying to get off the ground, sometimes with Let's Playing, it can be really difficult to start building an audience. So I'm like, I can open it up there, so that's why that channel is there.
Okay, well, I'm not really doing a Let's Play. I'm gonna be doing a Do Not Lie in GTA. So,
Feel free anyway.
yeah. Oh, good luck.
Alright, that's okay. All the progress that I'm making on this stream, I don't feel like transferring to my phone because my Pokemon are like 4 levels higher on my phone. And I must have used a save state instead of using a normal save, so... What is this place? National Park. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you remember the bug catching contest? Actually, no, you didn't
'cause
play this, but
I've never played Gen 2.
I used to do this all the time, and if you catch, I guess, the best and biggest bug, it's like, yay, you get a reward.
Is it a good reward?
I can't remember what reward it is, and it's probably different in Crystal Clear anyway.
Probably. As I mentioned, the only reason I knew where to find Skarmory is because I was told by my friend at work. I'm like, I want a Skarmory, and I was told, well, go to the Safari Zone. I'm like, okay. So, that is a good point, though. Information for specifically Crystal Clear, like, I'm sure it's documented somewhere if you really look, but approach this game as if you don't know anything, and maybe you just watched Milesluigi stream on it.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to play blind. It gives you a feeling of how it was like for us growing up playing video games. We didn't have the luxury of looking online for things like this or Wikipedia or anything like that to tell us what to do. We just had to figure it out ourselves. Occasionally, though, we did have forums that we would go to and we'd talk about video game stuff, and then people would be like, oh, okay, you gotta go do this, but it really wasn't instant. You had to go out and find it.
And you can choose which trainer you fight first, so... Which is nice when you tries to choose Pikachu as your starter, which we haven't even talked too much about the starters in this hack. You have a choice of like a pool of 30 different starters to choose from, including all the Gen 1, Gen 2 normal starters. You can also choose Pikachu, and like the list I don't remember off the top of my head, honestly.
Yeah,
but...
and Ditto. Why
Ditto.
would you ever want to do that? I don't know, but it's there.
I think Magikarp is an option as well.
I think so too.
But the pool is
another
really
one.
big.
I mean, at least Magikarp turns into Gyarados, but Ditto... Oh my gosh. I mean, I guess it's rare, but still. It's got abysmal stats.
You do have Eevee as a starter as well, Yankee Gal.
Yes, on my mobile, I used Eevee as a starter.
Which is nice, because didn't you get, like, the stone that lets you evolve your Eevee to whatever you want?
Well, no. For some reason, they give Eevee an Everstone.
Okay.
I mean, I guess that's okay, but I took it off right away. I didn't need it.
Not the best matchup here against the Alakazam. I kind of want this Pupitar to be a Tyranitar. Oh well.
Well, you know how many how many levels you got? How many levels is he?
He's currently at
Oh,
level 44.
man.
She technically is at level 44.
So you have 11 levels to go.
Okay.
Level 55.
Oh jeez. That confused status is just gonna ruin me here. Yeah, it totally did. Wow, okay. It nailed me. This is why Quick Attack exists and why 2 of my Pokemon know it. Oh, geez, this guy just has 3 Alakazams, doesn't he? Great, a bunch of glass cannons. And let's see if I can one-shot him, at least with a Thunderbolt. Almost!
Do you have anything good on Gengar that might be able to take him down
Yeah.
quickly?
I
can
did
check.
really want to join this party.
Hey, good evening, Snow Golem. I'm not used to Gengar being good against Psychic because he wasn't in Gen 1, so... Because Gen 1 was weird and bad that way.
Yeah, Psychics were way too powerful in Gen 1.
I do have a Ghost-type move right now, Shadow Ball, so yeah, that works out.
have Dream Eater, but no way to put him to sleep? Dang.
I actually have Sing on Clefable, so I have a
Well,
way to
but
knock
that's-
Pokemon to sleep.
But that's not on Gengar, though.
It's not on. You want my Gengar to learn Sing? It's probably possible and crystal clear. Probably.
I don't think it
No,
can
I don't
learn-
think so.
You don't think so?
Can't
it-
learn hypnosis, I'm pretty sure.
It can
Okay.
learn Hypnosis.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep Dream Eater, but at first I'm like, what does this move even do? I had to look it up online after I taught it to Air. It's like, oh. So the way this works, and let's see if we get Cream before I can show this off, is that we're gonna try to knock the Xatu to sleep, and then we could use Dream Eater.
Assuming it doesn't wake up when you switch out.
That is true.
I have had that happen to me before, and I lost my Pokemon.
I do agree, though, it would probably be better if I want to keep Dream Eater for Gengar to have a sleep-inducing move. But now everything is set up, so now we can use Dream Eater. Which I believe Xatu's a Psychic type, so this would probably be not very effective, but
Correct,
still.
he's Psychic Flying.
Oh, there you go.
If only Evil Pop-Tart were in the voice chat, you'd have the whole old crew back together.
He's been around. Not recently, but he's been around.
He has been around. But yeah, that's actually a good point. Holy cow, we almost have our entire original crew back. Hi, everybody!
Hello.
Hi!
It's definitely been a while. Wow. It's good talking to you again.
Oh, Jesus, Quakes. I
I
heard
don't
this
even know
earthquake.
how many years it's been. It's been a while.
Oh, it's been too long.
I can't count. I give up.
Let's just say it's been a while.
It's been more than -1 meters.
Time doesn't exist, everybody. It's all just an illusion.
Eventually, you make it to the working environment, and then it's like, wait, what happened to the time? And it's like, wait, what happened?
Yeah, it's really freaky. You know, your elementary school days, it's like summer break can't come fast enough. And now it's like, whoa, that was a month. It felt like 10 minutes.
Yep.
Well, this Gengar managed to wipe the floor out of this schoolboy, so...
And you can get his number.
Oh, that's right, but you have to, like, talk to him after you beat him to get the numbers, right?
Right. Right. So you can re-challenge him.
In Crystal Clear, do you have to wait for the guy to call you, or can you just re-challenge him whenever?
You gotta wait for them to call you.
Now,
That I didn't know, because, like, I'll occasionally get calls from trainers that I picked up the number for, and they're like, hi, like, my Ponyta did something silly, and oh, hey, I saw Eradicate, and oh, now I need to go, bye. That's basically what they say.
So
More or less.
you could kind of manipulate those a bit. See, if you make a save state or something and then wait a while, like on your phone, you'll notice this because I did. They'll call you and then they'll say, "Oh, my Ponyta did this. I'm so proud of it." You reset and it'll go, "Oh, hey, you wanna battle?" So
Like
you
the conversation is randomized, so sometimes you
Yeah.
might get a random
Yes.
gibberish. You might get a battle offer.
Yes, so you
That's
can
cool.
reset until you get a battle if you really wanted to, because it's all time based from
Nice
when they
exploit.
call you.
The world seems big enough, though, that having to rebattle people is probably not something you need to worry about.
Well, not in Crystal Clear anyway, because you can go back to any gym and
Yeah.
re-challenge them in sets anyway, so it's not too big of a deal.
Why did I use Curse? I meant to use Cut. Okay. Not against the level 6 Mareep. Wow.
Just imagine. Just imagine if that worked that way in real life. Just anytime you intend to do something, you like do a verb that's like slightly like misspelled. That'd be concerning.
I meant to cut, not curse. Oh! I cursed my piece of paper. I meant to cut it.
That's kind of like the final boss of Orbulon in WarioWare, the original.
Yeah, I love that minigame in WarioWare Gold. I assume that's from an older game too. Or that
Yeah, I
wasn't
haven't played
Orbulon,
Gold
it was,
yet. I'm planning to play it in the near future, though. So
maybe it was
most-
Orbulon, its original game, but it was 9-volt, I think, in Gold.
Cool.
Where it's like you can use I'm trying to remember an example.
I know. There's some good ones though, for sure. It's like repel or repeal, like things like that. Like little subtle differences that you need to think quick and realize.
I was just shown a dabbing pig. This has to be an inside joke. Also not the Pokemon.
What?
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 That has to be an inside joke.
That is beyond ridiculous.
It's Peekaboo. If you stand there for 100 hours without turning your Game Boy off, it'll show up.
Also,
You were
I think
talking
that's
about
Oh man, I remember that.
Yeah, like the original experience. Well, not having a guide is only part of the experience. The fake rumors that showed up on the schoolyard is the other half of the experience.
Exactly. Oh, there's Peekaboo. You gotta do this to get Peekaboo.
Bill's secret garden of Charmanders. Definitely behind his house.
Oh, I didn't hear that one. I just heard, oh, you get surfing Pikachu behind Bill's house or some kind of thing like that.
Always something, yeah.
well, you could just teach Pikachu surf here, so it wasn't as surprising to me as teaching Raichu fly, and I'm assuming Pikachu could also learn fly. So, yeah.
Yeah, as a result of the missing no glitch or the old man glitch, I had a flying Kangaskhan. It knew how to fly twice,
Wow.
and it also knew how to use water gun twice.
Wow.
Just in case the first one runs out of PP, I guess.
I guess
Really
so.
long fly.
And I put it on Pokemon Stadium too, and it's the funniest thing ever to watch a Kangaskhan doing his like wiggle dance, you know, with his
That is
arms.
cool.
He's kind of doing the wave with his arms, and he does nothing but just slowly float up, and it's just so hilarious. It works, but I don't know, it's just hilarious.
What if you do that with Pokemon in the eShop versions? Can you put them on Pokebank and then transfer them to like another game?
I don't think so. I think it'll check for illegitimate moves.
Aw. But I never didn't even think about a stadium. That's really neat.
Let me get out of this cave because there's a house in this game that has like 3 guys in them. One of them is like the move to leader, which is to my understanding a regular thing, but another one of the guys is the legitimately guy who checks your Pokemon to see if they're legitimate or not, and is willing to offer to make them legitimate if they're not. So,
Huh. Never heard of that.
yeah, why don't I quick show that instead of messing around in this cave that I'm in at the moment? So,
While we're on this kind of topic, if you did the Mew glitch in the virtual console of Red or Blue, you will not be able to transfer that Mew over to the bank because it's illegitimate. Unless you do a really roundabout kind of way to make it legitimate, then it will not transfer.
I apparently am
How
getting
to make it
raided.
legitimate.
I'm apparently getting raided, whoever that is. Thanks. You may expose yourself now. I appreciate the raid.
Okay, somebody is spamming the chat.
That looks like a raid. So, thank you for the raid, whoever Fortnite not clickbait is. So, where's that?
I
I
can't
don't
tell
know
who
what
raided.
this
I
means.
had to exit the stream so that I can actually join a voice chat and know what's going on.
I just went to type into the chat, my browser crashed, so there's that.
You crashed XP's chat! Here we go, here's the guy. This is the legality fixer. He can fix any of your Pokemon that might not be able to make it through the Pokemon Transporter. So he'll look at, like, for example, my Raichu. It just makes a sound, which I assume means the Pokemon is legal. Also, I should probably revive my Pupitar. Hey Pi, thanks for the raid. I was just showing my audience Pokemon Crystal Clear, because we originally playing Yoshi's Revenge, but we beat it so quick that I'm like, you know what? I brought up Crystal Clear to my audience, now I'm enjoying it, I've been playing on my phone. Why don't I show that to my audience and explain things? I guess to sum up, open world Pokemon game, based on the Gen 2 Pokemon games. You can do ridiculous stuff like teach your Raichu how to fly. So... I love my flying Raichu, so...
How to train your Raichu.
How to train your Raichu.
Now, come to think of it, one of your recent YouTube uploads was you finishing the Yoshi's Revenge mod. Here we go!
It was. The only caveat is that video, shoot, what was I gonna say? Like, I didn't do the special world, and we did the special world tonight, so... Yeah, about to say Impossible Mode Shadow Queen. Oof, I hope your B button presses are on point, because that just doesn't sound fun. Ugh.
Also, I'm not sure if you noticed earlier, Miles, but I gave you 400 bits because Kiritora joined the voice chat.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm a very rare Pokemon. I only show up once in a while.
Are you saying you're a shiny Kiritora?
Yes.
Okay.
I remember my first shiny
I'm a
was a
shiny
Wobbuffet.
Dunsparce.
If I still had my shiny Wobbuffet, I'd trade you for it.
Here we go!
What, for me?
For the shiny Dunsparce.
I'm just saying I'm a shiny Dunsparce.
Thanks
I
for the
guess
follow,
I'd trade
Omi.
for you.
Here we go!
Thanks for the follow, I like bye. Thanks, guys.
I used to be on this Minecraft server with a user named
Here we
Pi.
go!
And also El Quinona, or
I like pie in my mouth, too.
El Nicola. Thank you for the follow.
Here we go!
I'll have to check out the stream VOD when you upload it to YouTube in case the person responded.
Okay.
All of these followers.
Yeah, thanks everybody. Like, I am normally somebody who does Mario ROM hacks and Paper Mario and Doom, and then all of a sudden it's like the day I do Pokemon, and it was like, all of a sudden everybody follows. It's like, well, maybe I need to do more Pokemon.
Well, yeah, looks like you got an audience for that.
Apparently. And as I mentioned, since I've only played Pokemon up to Yellow, it's like, I don't know as much as a lot of other people I found out, so...
So, what would be exciting then to do for you is because you haven't played a lot of Pokemon games, we should have you play a randomizer.
Oh.
So, where you randomize where all the Pokemon are and what starters you can get, and choose a game you've never played before for ultimate confusion.
See, that'd be really fascinating because usually it's someone who's like beaten the games 100 times that uses a randomizer. So that would really confuse you, Milesluigi. Let's do
I
it.
didn't see another streamer use this randomizer that also randomized all of the Pokemon's types and the moves types.
Right? Yep,
Oh
you
my
can do that as well, but I don't think I would want to do that to him.
Lord.
Let's just do the Pokemon, not the types. maybe the moves if he's feeling bold, but other than
Yeah, I
that,
feel like once you randomize the types, you kind of lose any identity the Pokemon are.
You have to randomize the items too.
yeah,
Paper
you can,
Mario has taught us anything. Everything's always more fun when the items are random.
yep, you can do that as well.
I'll tell you what, I think I will take you up on that offer. It might not happen, like, in the super near future, but, expect more Pokemon on the channel once we figure out what we're doing.
I don't know what to make him play though. Like, it randomizes up to the DS games, so we'd
I
have
think
to
a Game
pick
Boy
one of
Advance
those.
one would be fun.
Yeah, I think one of the Gen 3 ones would be cool.
Oh, so Sapphire, Ruby, or Emerald?
Yeah, one of them.
What about one of the Gen 5 games? Like, I was thinking Black 2.
I like those, but I think, yeah, maybe a Game Boy Advance one would be good. Because it's not too confusing, you know?
Yeah, they changed a lot of things in Gen 3. Like, and I mean, like, they iteratively, sheesh, built on a lot of aspects of the series, but Gen 3 was the one that introduced, like, abilities and changed the ways EVs work and made it so that you can hold items. I think that'd be a good place to start.
Yes, you can randomize the abilities too. I've done it.
Alright.
Huge power
I've
Mewtwo.
done randomizing everything for maximum hilarity, so
Wonder Guard Pikachu. Better
Yeah.
hope you have Earthquake.
yeah,
Except
could
Wonder Guard.
choose-
No, yeah, Wonder Guard's a Gen 3 thing. Because
Ooh.
Shedinja was that Gen.
Shed Ninja, yes. So you can choose not to have Wonder Guard randomized into the pool as well. Because you might lose games if you leave that on.
Okay.
Okay, Wonder Guard Sableye, because back then Sableye was
Right.
without a weakless.
So if he did counter a Sableye, he would be dead.
What if your one of
Hey, you
your
could
starters
still-
was a Wonder Guard Sableye?
Yeah, you could still kill it with, like, a burning move or something. Anything that inflicted a status.
Oh, what if types were changed and then you didn't know what its weakness was?
That'd
Yeah,
be so funny.
Yeah, that might be too much for Miles, though.
Maybe. So, I'm about to say, once again, my progress on this game is on my phone, so I've mainly just been messing around and going to different gyms, but also, apparently the Slowbro decides its best strategy is just to continue to increase its defense, like, beyond the point where it'll rise anymore, so... Does he only know withdraw? So, anyway, I'll let you talk first.
Oh, it's fine. Just continue.
My point being is that it'll probably end the stream pretty soon here, because the progress I made here, don't really care too much about. And yeah, definitely check out Crystal Clear, guys, because I think it's a really cool hack. Hey, it got me to play classic Pokemon game, and clearly there's some interest with you guys, so, yeah. Just wanted
You
to give
should maybe save this file, though, because obviously people are having fun watching you.
Yeah, like have the one on your phone be your personal save or something, and then this one be like your stream one.
Maybe. I'm about to say, though, I don't intend on coming back to this, but I think you guys convinced me sometime down the road. A Pokemon randomizer sounds. I like you guys would really enjoy it. Hopefully I can make it entertaining for you guys, though. So, we'll see that down the line. Does anyone have any closing thoughts before we end the stream / raid someone?
What do I do if I come up with something later, like after the stream?
Send it in writing to PO. No.
Also, I can pass you the Universal Pokemon Randomizer, Miles.
Universal Pokemon Randomizer.
Yep,
Also-
that's what it's called.
Apparently, I'm the only one streaming Crystal Clear at the moment, because when I search for Crystal Clear, my stream's the only one that comes up. What if I search for Pokemon Crystal instead? There is one other guy who says it's streaming Pokemon Crystal, but let's actually take a look at this. Does not look like Pokemon Crystal. No, no, not reading you. Not reading you. So I'm gonna forward you guys over to I'm about to say Claris. This is the I'm about to say now gal. Used to be guy, now gal, who does speedruns of Metroid Prime and now Sonic Mania. So we'll go ahead and just give him a watch tonight. And then, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with Doom, assuming Pop-Tart's good with that. Next week, we will continue the 1,000-Year Door Shuffleizer and see how far into the interim in Chapter 3 we can get. All right?
Very good.
All right.
Thanks
This
for
was a cool stream.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks,
Good chatting.
everybody.
Bye.
See ya.
I'm
See you
glad you
around.
all enjoyed.